Hello and welcome, folks. You are here at the Daily Antidote of Song, the June edition with Emma's Revolution hosting you. I'm Sandy O from Emma's Revolution.
And I'm Pat Humphries. Great to see you all.
And we're very excited to be here for a Justice Week. We're going to tell you all about our friends who are joining us. Glad to have you all here on Facebook and folks who are here in the Zoom room. We welcome you to join us. And the way that this amazing community has been going on for more than a year now is not just that they bring in folks to lead a song and teach a song with you, but they actually greet each person who's here in our Zoom room with us. And the way that we like to do that is a little unconventional, but those who've been with us before, we don't just say your name, we sing your name. So, assuming I can read all those tiny little letters that are ahead of me, before me, go ahead and give me a note, Patty Humphries. Nobody else can color Patty, by the way. Don't get any ideas about that kind of thing. So we're gonna say good morning, 'cause it's morning out in California. But in Maryland it's afternoon, and somewhere else where you may be it could already be evening. Hello, Christiana. Good morning, Beth and Phoebe, Becky and Norris and Emily, and Lucy and Sheila in Florida, and Kim all the way in Vancouver, and Leslie and Gladys and Isabel, and Hoda's up in Vancouver too, and Al and Joe, and I couldn't remember your name, but you're the director of Pinewoods, and we're so glad you're here, Martin. And there's Katie and Lori and Elizabeth and Deborah and Rhonda and Susan and Carol and Annette and Arlene. And we go to page 2 because there is a page 2 and a page 3 and a page 4. Sid and Doug and Hindi and Karen and Sue and Bonnie and Ann and Luna and Carolyn and Storm and Lynn and Renata and Louise, and hello Gary and hello Jamie and hello Deli. And hello, Gloria, and hello, Sandy, and hello, Julie, and hi, Jane, and hi, Candace, and hi, Sandy, and I keep trying to make this major, but it's stuck in a minor modal key. I don't know what to do about it. Sally, Tom, Vicky from Oakland, and Jean, and Donna, and Valerie, and Delaney's phone, and Amy, and Sarah, and Elizabeth, and Bronwyn, and Fred, and Linda, and Donna, and Valerie, and Adrian, and Gwen, Kathy. We love Kathy. We love Kathy all the way from Kentucky. And Ruth and Diane. And who else is in the room? All of you. Cricket and Susan and Ruth. And if I've missed your name, Nancy. And if I've missed someone else's name, it's time for us all to sing hello. Well, you never know. I do try to keep it. I was trying to get it out of the minor, right? Someone said minor is good. Maybe the drone, if the drone went up a half a step. Oh, goodness, right. Good point. That happens sometimes too. So welcome and welcome. We're thrilled to be with you this week. We've got a bunch of friends coming in, but we wanted to start off this week. And we got inspired, Pat got inspired especially last night, and we came up with a new song to sing with you this morning. And I think when you think about justice, sometimes you think about, oh, it's going to be a song I can sing in a demonstration. Oh, it's a song about an issue, and this issue might feel a little bit new to you as a justice issue.
Well, but not so much. This is something that I don't know about you, but I really need this, because before any kind of, activism can happen, you really have to sort of call in all your resources. I should speak for myself. Before I can get out and do anything in the streets or anything, I need to gather up my own resources and believe in myself. And sometimes, I have those mornings where I'm not feeling like I'm on such steady ground around that. So sometimes I need some kind of something that builds me up to that place where I can do the work outside myself, but I have to believe in my own power and call in the power of all those who've come before. So that's where this came from.
So let's and we want to say thanks to Joe for inviting us. Thanks for Katie for being our tech host today. And Katie's going to put the lyrics in the chat. Maybe we can sing the chorus a couple times so people can get that.
Let's do that. And I'm sorry we didn't indicate which one is the chorus. It's that second stanza. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here. You are not alone. Hold firmly to your power. You are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. So we'll sing that through a couple of times, and you can sing it with us. Ready? And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone.
There's some harmony you can sing too. Let's do one more time with the harmony.
And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Sandy and I are switching roles this time. I'm singing the higher notes and she's singing the lower notes.
I'm singing the low notes. And you can feel free to sing whatever harmonies you like. I'm getting that message because I had this kind of morning today, but I'm getting it. I have to get myself fortified to get ready and keep going. So,
yep.
So
sometimes you just need that.
Here we go.
Let me get a little more water.
In a moment. We do know that we're going to be waking up for 9 a.m. every day on the East Coast. We're ready. I mean, on the West Coast, we're ready.
I not do it too fast. I tend to race through, but here we go. When I'm waking in the morning and I open my eyes, I remember to be grateful for the bright blue skies. And I wonder what I'm here for. Give me meaning, I pray, for the breath in this body I've been given today. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Unsteady on my feet as I rise from my bed. I need a song to quiet all the noise in my head. Memories of heartache unresolved from the past. I'm ready to release them from my spirit at last. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. May my heart be strengthened, my purpose be clear. May I always remember the path that led here. Children of the ancients, seeds of the soil, born of resistance, beauty and toil. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Water and a gale will wash away stone.
Yeah, nice
Thank
singing
you so
you
much,
all.
everybody.
Yeah. What could we say? What key we're playing in? Good question.
I'm let's see, I'm playing
We're
a
playing
D,
an A.
a D minor, an
A
A,
minor.
and a G, and that's it for the chords, pretty much.
Yeah,
so.
but you're playing on a baritone guitar.
Oh no, you
so
know what? You're right. I'm on a baritone guitar, so don't listen to me because it's totally confusing.
It's an A minor, and it's A minor and D major, E major are the chords. So thank you for asking that. And we're glad to have you all here on Zoom and on Facebook and learning a new song with us as we learn it, since we just wrote it last night and a little bit this morning, because that's how songs are. So Pat, you want to talk a little bit about why you were inspired to kick into this song?
I know that, sometimes I struggle with that, that sense of believing in myself. I really, and it sometimes takes me a lot of work, a lot of gearing up to get to that place where I really feel like I can move out into the world and be an asset. And I really want that. I wish I was one of those people that just woke up with that sense of power and privilege. But I also know that sometimes waking up with that sense of power and privilege makes you insensitive and sort of unaware of just the cost of your power and privilege. So I'm also glad to a certain extent to always have to check that, because I wasn't born into that. But there is a way that if we can remember that that we're a product of everything that's come before us, and that all of that has brought us to this place, and that there's a continuum that we have, even sort of a responsibility to carry forward into the world. The sacrifices and everything that people made just to get us here. Our dear friend and mentor Pete Seeger used to say things like, our ancestors must have been good killers, because that's how they survived. And I don't like to frame it exactly in that way, but I get what he means. They needed that ability to endure whatever it took, to endure and to strengthen themselves and to strengthen their families, so we could go on. And there is, if I can get to the headspace of honoring that, then I feel like I can move through the world in a more powerful and balanced way. But I really need to call on those before me and recognize all that they did to make it possible for me to be here, and to call on the forces of nature as well, and to really trust them and to listen to them. I think there are some magnificent metaphors for our power as a community, and they're all around us.
And I think that ties in so much with activism, because as Pat said, you really, one does need to show up. I need to show up with my own sense of what I can contribute. And I also want to say that sometimes being part of something that is going on, whether it's an activist event or creating community right here, the way Daily Antidote of Song has been doing for more than a year, which is also an activist event, creating community, being there for people, showing people that they are loved and cared for. That is activism. You know what I mean? We were once on a radio, we were being interviewed on a radio program, and the DJ who was interviewing us was saying, well, where's the revolution? I don't see blood in the streets. And we were like, you're missing it. That's not what it is. The revolution is whether people are understanding that they have value, whether I understand that I have value in the community and in society, and whether I can share that with other people so that all of us feel valued and seen and heard. And that's the revolution that we're talking about.
And the revolution is to keep us from having to have blood in the streets.
Absolutely.
It's doing what we can do before we resort to, that which, is it's such a failure of the wealth of skills that we have as humans. So it's really strengthening all of the muscles that we need to keep us from having to kill one another in order to get a point across.
Yeah.
As if that ever got a point across.
Right. And that makes me think of that phrase, it says, folks try nonviolence for a week, and when it fails, they go back to violence, which hasn't succeeded in centuries. It's really important.
Which has never succeeded.
Right. It's really important for us to know how to reframe the world that we are in so that we can create the world that we want to. We do have a wonderful person who I gave a little extra shout out to because I wanted to see if she was going to turn on her video, and she did. And she's none other than the fabulous Dr. Kathy Bullock, all the way in Berea. Would you want to jump in and say a word about what, how you keep inspired and you keep active and active?
Hello, fabulous folk and fabulous everybody. I'm just so filled up and caught up with everything you've been saying. I've been running around the house while you were talking, and I was going, yes, sing that, go y'all. Okay. I think I'm inspired by you, by the song that you sing, by being seen and heard for my story, that others take a moment to listen and honor what they hear and honor the folks, and then let's walk together to move forward. That process is one that is inspiring to me in a world that can be very, very devastating at times and discouraging and hard. So I think all the things you've said, I'm taking them to heart, and it's just very uplifting and encouraging. And of course, song, of course, music. That just provides this avenue for hope. So I just appreciate it, and I said, the words you sang, I need to just take that with me today throughout the day. And the ancients, because of the people before me. And I've said this often, but I stand on the shoulders, of those before me, including my great grandmother, who was purchased as a slave woman, as an incubator. So her job was just to make kids, period.
Wow.
And the fact that she was able to first survive and make it so that I could sit here today reminds me of the task ahead. It's a long-term thing, like John Lewis said, but it's gratitude on the journey, but it still goes forward. I have nothing to complain about. When I think of her,
And Kathy, if you give me a second just to rephrase some of what you said, because your connection is a little unstable, but you were talking about your grandmother or your great-grandmother? Great-grandmother, who was purchased, you said, and brought here as an incubator is the word that I think you said. She was brought here to make babies, and that you are here because of her. And I'm sorry, I'm not catching all the things that you said, but it was very powerful to know that just to tell us in those kind of very stark and intense terms that's who your great grandmother was. And we are grateful for her making it and creating the line that became you, because we know how much you've given to this community and to your community there in Berea. So let us just give some love to the ancients in your family, your great grandmother specifically.
And let's all, remember that we're all descended of the continent of Africa. So, we are all beholden to all of those people who came before us. And regardless.
Yes. I think can you hear me a little better now?
Yeah. It's still a little funky, but I think we got you.
Oh, sorry. The text the 1, 2.
That's better.
Yeah, we got you.
Much better.
Sorry, I had to go into the other room and hook up. I was just listening and all that. But thank you for saying that. I just would add absolutely that because of her and the other sacrifices, I am here and I can and I move forward. And it's in gratitude, appreciation, and with a purpose that's bigger than myself.
Right
Absolutely.
on. And let me thank you so much. And let me just say that we are really thrilled and honored to be part of a series of workshops that are happening this month that Dr. Kathy Bullock is also part of. It's called the Workforce Opportunities. And they're doing a series of women in music. So check that out on our website. It's Tuesday evenings, 7 p.m. or something like that Eastern. And Kathy, what date are you on? Are you on the second week?
I need to look on my calendar, Emma. Not Emma. I'm sorry.
You can call us Emma. That's okay.
That's all right. I think it's Melanie DeMore tomorrow evening, and then maybe it's you, and then Dr. Kim Harris, and then we're the last Tuesday of June. So yeah, check that out. Yeah,
I think it's next Tuesday for me.
There we go. Rada just posted it. Thank you, Rada.
Sweet.
Yeah, good, good. And
Thank you so much. Keep it straight. Love y'all so much. Love you. Hi, Joe. Oh, sorry. And Katie, I just had to add my love to all of you. Just as like, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. I think what we'll do is do a little brief rundown of who's coming this week for the rest of our Justice Week that we're hosting, and then let's sing the song one more time, so that since we just wrote it for you. So tomorrow we have coming here to Daily Antidote a song, Guy Davis, who is a Grammy nominated blues artist. He's amazing and wonderful guy. Wednesday is Lydia Violet, who is an Iranian American multi-instrumentalist. I don't know what instrument she's going to be playing, or might just be singing as well. T. Martin on Thursday, who is a co-director of the Thrive Choir here in the East Bay. They're an activist choir, young people, wonderful song leader. Friday is Melanie DeMore. Folks know her. There we go. Thank you so much, Katie. Friday is Melanie DeMore, who's a Grammy-nominated vocal activist and has been here with you all and with us. June 12th, which is Saturday, Peggy Seeger, who is from the famed Seeger family and a rebel and quite a rebel songwriter. And finishing the week is Yara Allen, who is the theomusicologist, is the name that she uses, for the Poor People's Campaign, Repairers of the Breach. She's an extraordinary singer, songwriter. You've sung a song of hers at least once here in the Daily Antidote. We couldn't be more excited by all those folks who are coming to join us. So we hope you will join us every morning, every day, noon your time Eastern if you're in the East, and 9 a.m. our time here out in the West. So please sing with us one more time, and then you'll get to see the beautiful face of Joe Rossi, who will send us all on our way.
I also wanted to acknowledge we are obviously borrowing very heavily from the one of the deepest, most beautiful traditions that came to this continent, and that is the tradition of African influenced and African American music. So it's with great gratitude and respect that we incorporate this form.
How would I know how to sing in that low voice if I hadn't heard the fabulous singers? Someone is asking about donating. If there is a way to donate to support Carpe Diem and Rebel, and DC Rebels, please put it in the chat there and sing one more time with us.
When I wake up in the morning and I open my eyes, I remember to be grateful for the bright blue skies. And I wonder what I'm here for. Give me meaning, I pray, for the breath in this body I've been given today. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone.
Unsteady on my feet as I rise from my bed, need a song to quiet all the noise in my head. Memories of heartache, unresolved from the past. I'm ready to release them from my spirit at last. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. May my heart be strengthened, my purpose be clear. May I always remember the path I've led here. Children of ages, seeds of the soil, born of resistance, beauty and toil. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you have blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you have blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Hold firmly to your power, you have blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Water and a gale will wash away stone.
Pat and Sandy, thank you so much. I don't even know where to begin today on the opening of our Justice Week. I can't even, I mean, a song that you wrote last night and this morning would be a good start. I can't even believe it. Thank you so much. A perfect entry song for Justice Week, as we're thinking about different kinds of justice in the world, more than one issue kind of week and more than one issue kind of universe in which we live. The conversation between you and Kathy B, all of that beautiful stuff that Kathy shared with us today. How about the sung hellos, which is always like one of my most favorite things in the universe, listening to the two of you. What a perfect kickoff day for our amazing Justice Week. Can we all please thank Pat and Sandy so much for just bringing us to such a great place today. I'm so excited. I said this to Pat and Sandy earlier. I'm so excited to be singing all week about justice. Like any kind of singing we're doing in here is amazing and beautiful and wonderful. And singing for justice just feels like bringing it all home. So thank you so, so much. I'm so looking forward to all the discussions we're going to get to have this week with all the fabulous people you are bringing. I want to thank everybody in the room for being with us. Thank you again to Kathy B. Thank you again to Katie Abadou for running the fabulous tech. I am going to be the goodbye sayer. And first I want to say actually hello to the many, many people who entered after Sandy and Pat said hellos. So hello, and hello also to all the new people in the room. We've got a lot of folks here today. If you're new and you want, please stick in the room. After everyone else drops out, I can unmute you and you can tell us how you found us and we can chat. And you can get on our daily Antidote email list if you would like. You can pop your email in the chat or you can tell it to me later. Just an aside that I am live at Pinewoods today, sitting here with Daniel Friedman, who is on the crew, Martin Barber, who is the chair of the Pinewoods board, which I am also on. And it's so exciting to be here in Pinewoods. We talked about it a lot this past week, and I offered a virtual tour of Pinewoods, which I'm going to test drive after I get out of here today. And if it works, I will be emailing the daily lists, and anybody who wishes can join us for the tour. If you are interested and you want to stick your email in the chat, I will know to make sure you get the email about the start time or times if I do more than one. We could have like the nighttime tour with the lights on and then, okay, never mind. All right, Kathy B, can you show us how much you love Pinewoods? Because I know you've been here in this beautiful universe.
Whoop, whoop. My usual, I love Pinewood. There's the lake right behind y'all, and it's where I almost fell off the canoe. It's just beautiful, you know, with the but it was wonderful. And there are all these pavilions throughout, and it's just embraces you with the leaves and the forest and the nature and the love. The food is delicious. It's just the bomb. Y'all need to go.
Yeah, so and we've got a kitchen crew person over here on my right. So the food is so delicious thanks to folks like Daniel. I just also want to point out that in the like 30 seconds that we just heard from Kathy, we got one of the whoop whoops, which is like, now I can go about my day. Thank you, Kathy B. I love all of you guys. I'm so glad you join us here day after day. We're so glad you found us today for the first time. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Thank you for joining us. Please join us all week.